good with y'all, man? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. I just got a fresh cut. I'm feeling good. Feeling like $1,000,000, but you know who's not feeling good? The people still defending this Superman film. So, Variety put out an article confirming Superman will not pass Man of Steel, as I've been saying for a very long time now. Box office, Superman F1 each nearing 600 million milestone. Notice how the goalposts moved for this movie so much. It was going to hit $1 billion, and then it's retracted so much. A fun box office battle is brewing between Superman and F1. Which big budget tentpole will be the first to cross 600 million in the global ticket sales? No matter the order, these milestones are impressive for two films that didn't enter theaters as guaranteed hits. Superman, which has been a bigger draw domestically, is currently at 595 million after 6 weeks of release, including 340 million in North America. Meanwhile, F1, which has displayed especially impressive stamina in overseas markets. Oh, notice that. An American movie doing good overseas has generated 590 million after 8 weeks, including 407 million internationally. Boy, Superman wish I had 407 million, I'll tell you that right now. Over the weekend, Superman added 3.1 million overseas and 8.4 million globally. At this point, Superman is unlikely to surpass the haul of the character's last solo outing, the GOAT himself, 2013's Man of Steel, which flew to 670 million, not adjusted for inflation, almost $1 billion. However, the film's reception represents a positive step forward for DC Studio. It does? It does? Okay. Which has greatly struggled in recent years to achieve commercial consistency with its various comic book adaptations. Up next for the studio is 2026 Supergirl and Clayface. James Gunn, who directed Superman in addition to running DC alongside Peter Safran, also recently announced he will tackle a new installment in the Super family. Though it's unclear how exactly it'll relate to David Cornsweet-led adventure that's currently playing in theaters. Also, this weekend, F1 collected 9.3 million internationally and 12 million worldwide. F1 was considered a gamble because Apple spent above 250 million on the production budget. I didn't know that. Okay. So the rest of this we don't, let's see. Yeah, they're talking about weapons. Great movie, by the way. Did a review. Go check it out. Yeah, we don't need to see the rest of this article. So, Variety is confirming what I've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks, that Superman is not going to pass Man of Steel. And the crazy thing about all of this, man, is the people still defending this Superman film. Like, they are defending it like their life depends on it. And it's actually sad. Like, it matters that much to. I love Man of Steel. I love Zack Snyder's universe. But I ain't going to let it stress me out. I'm not going to let it make me not sleep at night. These people are not sleeping how much they defending the Superman film. It is absolutely crazy. So, the goalpost keeps moving with the Superman movie. Oh, well, it's not doing good because America is not good. It's not good with the world right now. That was true. All these other movies will be struggling just as much as Superman. Fact is, people just don't want to support this reboot. They don't want this reboot. This childish, low-budget CW reboot. Because this is a downgrade from the Snyderverse. Like, you can call the Snyder Bros whatever you want. This is a downgrade. It is a downgrade. It's a downgrade. I'm collecting the memes, by the way, for when this final budget comes out. I'm collecting the memes. The memes are being collected in my phone, and it's gonna be a fun video to make. It's just I don't even know what else to say. Like, I've said so much about this movie. There's literally nothing else to say. inflation is carrying this movie because ticket prices like 16 a pop, so it's getting double the price. So that's one of the factors. Dog adoptions went up over 200%. That's why it's doing so well domestically. And actually, if you go and Google how many households in America have a pet, I think it was around like 80 million. I looked this up last night because I actually got curious about this. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me look this up and see. How many households? I need to do it to where it, how many households in the U.S. own pets? Okay, that's not working. Let me just type it. I'm pretty sure it was around like 80 million households, which was like 70. I think it said it was like at 70%. How many households own pets in the USA? Approximately 94 million U.S. households own at least one pet. This represents about 70% of all households. So you wonder why this movie is doing good domestically? Listen, when it comes to pets, people, they don't play about them pets. They love their pets. There's a reason why crypto was in front of all this marketing. Or you go to Google, just type it in. 94 million U.S. households own at least one pet. That represents 70% of the U.S. And you wonder why this movie's doing so good domestically. And because of the kiddos. But like we've discussed in previous videos, they're in a pickle, man, because you can't have a kid-friendly movie. Then Supergirl is the opposite, and now we got Peacemaker coming out, which baloney on Superman went to digital because of Peacemaker. It's baloney, man. We know why. And Peacemaker is a rated R. Supergirl's a drunk. So it's they got a lot of different things clashing right here. So that's not going to help the households with kids. And even if Crypto is in Supergirl, which I'm assuming he will be, Supergirl is not a well-known character. People don't really... And as much as I'm excited for Lobo, Lobo's not really that known of a character or a villain. Whatever he is, he's not even really that known. So, Supergirl's not even going to do as good as Superman. And Superman's not doing good at all. Okay? So, I'm going to leave it at that. The days are ticking. The time is ticking. And then, when the final box office numbers come out, it's going to be a field day, man. It's going to be a field day. Y'all gun cultists, strap your seatbelts on and buckle up. Hope you enjoy the ride, because it's going to be a fun day, not only for me, but for the whole internet. Because y'all stay trying to troll, but it ain't fun when the trolls troll back, huh? So, it's going to be a fun day when that happens. I'm collecting memes as I talk right now. I've got a whole bunch of them saved in my phone, just ready to go, waiting. So, you guys, I said it from day one, James Gunn's universe, nobody wanted. We covered an article that said James Gunn has lost over half the audience of Man of Steel, and that proves that James Gunn's audience is the minority, and Zack Snyder's audience is the majority. So you can take it how you want to take it, but it's the facts. And the facts are, people want the Snyderverse back. They want it finished. And then they would be much more willing to accept any other reboot that happened. Now, I will say this too. There are rumors that WB is trying to be sold to Paramount, I believe. Paramount's making moves this year. They just made a deal with the UFC. And there's rumors that Paramount is trying to buy WB. So now that is interesting, because I wonder if Paramount did buy WB and what that would mean for all of like DC Comics and stuff like that, because Paramount said that they're not focusing on TV series. They're focusing on movies, theatrical movies. And we know Zack Snyder is a hit when it comes to movies, especially the Snyderverse. So that is, I want y'all to keep that in mind. That's an interesting thing right there. So we shall see. I can't even talk. We shall see how that plays out when the time comes and more stuff comes out about that. But right now, I guess that's just like a rumor going around. So, but that's an interesting one right there. So, post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought, man. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this beautiful article once again, make sure you hit that like and drop that sub, okay? And I will catch y'all in the next one. 100,000 subscribers. Subscribe time. Let's